So hello and welcome to Attachment Studios Code, and today we will be making custom cursors. So this is a file and currently it has nothing. So it just has a PNG for the cursor. So let's start with making the main.lua. Uh, well, it's generally found in Windows game. It's not necessary that you just need to make a new one. This is completely different project for me, so I'm making it new, so that's why. So here, first of all, I think I should write something like custom cursor, but this is just a comment and it will not affect anything in the um, main file or in any file. So next thing is a function love.load. Let's also end it now only. Now I will paste or let it go my dot mx dot comma ny is equals to left dot mouse dot uh, get position. So these variables will give us the position of the mouse. Now next thing is that left dot mouse dot set visible to false. This will hide our main mouse, the real mouse. So if we actually be able to run this now only, then whenever we, so it will be hiding our mouse. So let's cut it. So the next step is that we also need to write the function left dot update. Let's also end it. And now we need to paste the same line as this. So I already had it in my copy text, so just pasted it. Now next thing we can do is that function love dot draw. Let's also end that, and over here we will write something like love dot graphics dot draw. Okay, maybe a little capture draw. And now we also need to define image. So I will name this image variable as cursor. So cursor is equals to love dot graphics dot new image. So now over here we need to just copy this name, that is cursor.png, and it is an image file. So we are just actually drawing an image instead of our real cursor. So it will be cursor yeah, cursor dot png in strings. And yes, it also depends on the case, so be careful of the case. Now let's draw the cursor and position it at mx comma my. Then you can also resize it accordingly, but let's first check our results. So whenever we do something like this, okay, it's still too big, and I don't think anyone would like such cursor. So let's do something like reduce its size. So basically, what's the size of this one? So it's 307, okay, approximately 330. 310, let's assume that. So by 10 only. So this is the angle and this is in radians. So if I want, So now I can rotate my image by 10 degrees. Oh, sorry, it should be that. So left by default checks on radians. So 10 radian, and this is in degrees, angle in degrees. So it will now change it by 10 degrees actually. So now, but also we need to divide it by 1. So 1 by 10, the scale factor. So it will just draw the 1/10 size of this. I hope so. So okay, okay, here it is, and it's just perfect. I guess we can do something like reduce this to 0 and then see the results again. So this time it's a little more bent. So I will suggest it's according to your image rotation, the GLP in the file. So I have rotated something about 45 degrees. So if this is 510, it's something like 40 degree, or maybe 35 to 30, or even 35, I don't know. Okay, better. And here we have it for sure. So next thing we can do is that a function to make it visible and invisible. So we will also do something like cursor, or maybe not even that. We can go even further and do something like if yeah, left dot mouse dot is visible or something, and just change it to dot a, and its value is true. And instead of writing even true, we can do something like this. So if true, then left dot graphics dot set color to 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 0. Else, let's simply copy this and paste it. This should be 1. Let's end this function. So if it's not visible, then it will be drawn this, and if not, if the cursor is visible, then it will be not drawn. So that's the simplicity of it. I hope so. So now next function to change the visibility of the cursor. So function left dot key pressed, and this will detect any key pressed in the keyboard. So let it be I think for 10 key. So it's like there's an error over here. Okay, sorry, let's do it. I simply writing it K, sorry. So I guess if A equals the key value, and then we can do something like love dot, let's first decide a value. Yes, and so left dot mouse dot set visible, please mind the spellings, to not left dot mouse dot is visible. So it will just do something like if the mouse is visible, that is if, so the value of this is true. Wait a minute. If the value of this is true, then and key and press, then this will set the new value of this to false, because it's right. It should be not this value. So if this is true, then it should be not true, and that is false. Let's just try it. So end. That's simple. Okay, okay. So that's just like it. Now if you want, then you can also set this value to 0, because 0 radians is equals to 0 degree. It will work almost samely, I guess. So that's the fact you need to do. Now in case you need to do something like you need a different file for the same thing, so let's do it. Let's name it as C load. So cursor load, well, this is just the name of the function. You can change it accordingly. Then C update, then C draw, and also something like C key pressed, and then do something like cut this and rename this C, that represents cursor. And now let's make a new file, main.lua. Now this is something like main.lua, and then we will do something like function love.load over here. Let's also end it, and over here we will do like cload, then function love.update, and then C update function love.draw, C draw function love.key pressed, and yes, over here in C dash key pressed, you should type the same argument over here in here. So if it's K, then K. So if this is K, then this should also be K. If this is key, then this should also be key. Till you don't change these values, it should be okay. Let's save it, and if it runs, so first in keys, okay, sorry, don't forget to write require. It's the most important part, because we haven't defined something like this already. So require C, and this C is the same as the name of this just ignore the Lua dot Lua extension. It will automatically organize. So it works. Now if this will be K, then this should also be K, or whatever argument variable is this, it should be same. If I write K and key, then it should show an error because the value of key is nil. What? Oh, sorry. And it will not do anything. And over here. Okay, then next thing is key again. And okay, it works, but earlier it didn't. So I suggest you to write the same if you want it to end. For now, that's it.